Hi, I'm Miss Ball and I teach first grade at Roosevelt Elementary, and I'm here to do some more math with you today. Today our math goal says, I will know that subtraction is related to addition. I can think of subtraction as an unknown addend equation. So what that means is that when we see a subtraction problem like 10 minus 8, and we think, I'm not sure how to solve that. I don't want to count back 8 times. That seems like it would take a long time and I might make a mistake. But I do know the parts of 10. So what that means is if I have 10 and I know that one part is 8, the other part of that is 2. Sometimes we know our addition facts quickly and our subtraction facts can be a little bit more challenging. And so thinking of it as addition can make us more efficient mathematicians. So what that looks like on paper is to take that 10 and break that off into the 2 parts. We knew we had the 8, and we just had to figure out that the other part was the 2 to go with that. Sometimes we see this math model called a number tree when we're doing math at school. So today I want you to teach you a new way to practice relating subtraction to addition with a new game called Bump. For this game, you're going to need a deck of cards with the face cards taken out. If you don't have a deck of cards, you can always make your own using scraps of paper. You'll need some markers of some kind, game markers. I'm using beans and chocolate chips for my game markers. You can play this game with a partner or without a partner. Today I have a stuffy, and he's going to be my partner for today. You can play with a stuffed animal or with a grown-up or a brother or sister too. And then just a piece of paper to make a game board. If you're watching this on TV, you can take some notes and watch how to play the game, and then when the program is over, you can try it yourself. If you're watching at home on YouTube, then you can pause the video, get your supplies ready, and then play along with me. So what you need to do is to just make a piece of paper. You need to put 10 circles on your paper and write in the numbers 0 through 9. If they don't have to look just like this, you can put them anywhere on your piece of paper. Then you take your deck of cards. So I'm going to lower this down so you can see my playing space. So here I have my partner, and my partner is going to be playing with beans, and I'm going to be playing with chocolate chips today. So I'm going to go and pick 2 cards. I chose a 1 and a 6. So I need to figure out what is 6 minus 1. What's the difference between these two? I'm going to think of this as an unknown addend. So I know that if I have 1, I need 5 more to go with that 6. That's a known fact for me. 1 plus 5 makes 6. So 6 minus 1 also equals 5. That means I get to cover up the 5 space on my board with my chocolate chip. Now my partner takes a turn. My partner got 3 and 2. So if we turn this into an equation, we have 3 minus 2. We have to solve that. If we think of it again as unknown addend, we can say, we have 3, and the 2 parts that go with 3 are 2 and what? So how many do I need to have with this 2 to get to this 3? I know that I need 1 more, and so I get to cover up the 1 on the game board. So far, I've covered up the 5, and my partner has covered up the 1. It's my turn again. I have 5 minus 1. I know that 1 goes with 4 to make 5. So 5 minus 1 equals 4. I get to cover up by 4 space. My partner has 10 minus 3. So what is that other part of 10? What goes with 3 to make 10? Did you say 7? You're right. So my partner will cover up the 7 space on the bump board. This time, I have 4 minus 2. Well, I know 2 plus 2 makes 4. So 4 minus 2 must be 2. So I get to cover up the 2 on my game board. So you're not adding the cards together today. Today you are taking the two cards and finding the difference. So you're turning it into a subtraction equation. I'm just using addition to help me try to solve these. So what's 9 minus 2? What's the difference between 9 and 2? So if I know, I could count back 9, 8, 7. That might be the most efficient way to solve this. Maybe it's a known fact. Maybe I already know 7 and 2 make 9. Either way, my difference is 7, and I get to cover that up. Now my partner here gets to put that on the 7, which means now my partner has 2 of her game pieces on the 7. That means that number is closed. It belongs to my partner. I can't steal it away from them. If I choose 2 cards and I get a 3, because my partner only has 1, then I can take that circle away. So once you've placed 2, it means that you no longer can get bumped off the board. So here I have my turn again. I have 3 minus 1. I know that's 2. So now I have covered up 2 spots on my 2 board, and that belongs to me. My partner cannot bump me off the board. We'll just play a couple more rounds. Ooh, 6 minus 5. It might take me a little while to count back 5 spots from 6. So this one might be one where I want to use that unknown addend. I know 5 goes with 1 to make 6. So my difference between 5 and 6 is 1. So my partner gets to cover up the 1 space. Well, again, my turn, 8 minus 6. It might take me a while to count back all the way 6 spots from 8, but I can think of this as unknown addend. So I have 6. I need 2 more to get to 8. 6 plus 2 equals 8, and 8 minus 6 equals 2. So my difference is 2. Oh, my 2 is already covered. So on this situation, I could put another one there if I want to show that I own that space, or I might just have to give my turn to my partner. So I'm not going to keep playing this game with you today. I would like you to try it out yourself. But the goal is to see if you can get, once all the spaces are covered, to see who has the most covered spaces. That would be the winner of the game. Now remember, you can bump somebody off if you get the number. For example, if I chose 4 minus 1, I know that's 3. My partner only has 1 bean there, so I would get to bump his bean off and take over that space. So have fun, friends, as you play this game and work on how does subtraction relate to addition, and see if you can make yourself an efficient mathematician. If you would like to watch more videos like this, you can go to the Spokane Public Schools website and go to Learn at Home, or you can go to KSPS and look at videos in the past on their website as well. Bye.
Hey first grade, it's Mrs. Yahara, ready to do some more math. For today's lesson, you need no materials, just ready to think and stretch your brain. We are going to be practicing adding and subtracting within 20 and using some counting strategies to do addition and subtraction. However, today our focus will be mostly on subtraction. So let's get started. I'm going to move the camera so that we can see our workspace and materials that we'll be using today. So as you can see, we have a whiteboard and some other supplies. So I have some counters, a little bucket, I've got some cards, and a dice. And this die has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on it. So here's how we're going to play. I'm going to pick a card, and the card I've picked is 8. So I'll just stick that up here. And I will actually write the number 8 so we have a nice big visual of that. So here's 8. Next, before I use the dice, next I'm going to put 8 counters in my cup. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many counters were in that cup? That's right, 8. Now I get to roll the dice, and it says 5. So the 5 are how many that I am going to take out. I am going to take out 5 from this container. I started with 8, and now I'm taking out 5. Now I know that if I take out 5, will the amount of counters in this cup be greater than or less than 8? That's right. It's going to be less than 8. And whenever we're talking about quantities getting smaller, we're going to use our subtraction sign. So we're doing 8. We're taking out 5 to have an answer that will be, so we'll have 8 take away 5 will be the same as what? This is what we're trying to figure out. So let's take 5 counters out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 counters out. How many do you think are left inside this cup? So I started with 8 and I took out 5. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Is that right? Let's take a look. Here's how many were left. How many were left? 3. Let's see what happens on the next one. We'll erase our work. And again, if you want paper and pencil, you can if you want to do this together. Let's see. Let's pick a new card. 6. All right. Let's put 6 counters in. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's write it big on our board. Okay. Now I'm going to get ready to take some counters out of my cup. So because I'm going to be taking something away from this group, I want to show when I'm writing my math equation, I want to show the symbol that tells people this quantity, this group is getting smaller. Okay, so by how many? How many smaller? Let's see. How many will I take out? I'm taking out 4. Okay. So I have 6. I'm going to take out 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 that came out. How many do you think are left? How many are left? Well, let's see. We had 6. Now you can always use your fingers as well. Is it okay to use your fingers? Yes. You have fingers that are very, very useful. Will you always have to use your fingers? Probably not. But in the meantime, we certainly can. So we have 6 and we take away 4. What will be our next? Well, 6. So we had 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Do we have 2 left? Whoops. Yes, 2 left. Here we go. How are you doing? Is it tricky? Let's see. What if I did one? I'm going to throw a doozy in. Yep, a doozy. Here we go. What if I had 11? 11. Oh, no. Okay, let's put them in. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my, I have 11. How many would I have left if I took out 0? What if I took none of the counters out? What would I have left? 11 take away 0 is the same as 11. I would still have 11 left. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoops. Yep, still have 11 left. But what if I didn't roll 0? What if I rolled 2? What if it was 11 and I took 2 out of there? What would I have left? Ooh. 1, 2. Oh boy. So if I had 11, 10, 9. Do you think it's 9? I'm going to put a question mark. How can we check our work? Let's go into here, into our bucket, and double check. Let's see. How many do we have left? We took 2 out. So how many does that leave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Oops. Can't see that on there, can you? There we go. 9. 9 left. You did it. So today we worked on using counting when we were doing subtraction, and which is a supporting for adding and subtracting within 20. Great job today. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, happy math!